You are about to watch the #1 motivational show in the world. Learn how to chase your dreams without giving up.
So if y'all want to know how my day went, I feel like today was a perfect example of me turning my dreams into reality. I'm not gonna lie. Now, I always have love for Texas because Texas is my #1 fan base. Y'all know this. But I'm still surprised every single time. My boy JD calling me right now. I can see him right now. Look, he calling me. This is my oldest brother right here. They don't even know that I'm recording on the show right now and they're about to be on the show. Since you called me during the show, you have to be on the show now. Can y'all say something motivating? Motivate.
Go to school.
No, talk to your younger self. Give advice to somebody who, your 13-year-old self.
You gotta grind. Stop chasing these women and just grind.
13-year-old self?
Yes.
My 13-year-old self, I would tell you, you need to believe in yourself and not give up on yourself.
Yeah.
Work hard at everything you do because everything you do matters.
Yeah, whatever that I say I am, I can achieve just what I want to. Do you believe? Do you believe? Yeah. Do you believe? Do you believe? Yeah.
Follow Diino as he chases his dreams around the world. We believe in you. It's time to believe in yourself.
Hey y'all, it's Ray guys, and we're live on the Diino show. If you want to follow me, my Instagram is Golden Sun Yoga and Wellness. You can book me for private yoga sessions in person and online. Really good to meet you guys. Glad to be here.
Am I in the camera? Let's go.
That's great.
Yo, so tell us, where are y'all right now?
So we're at a little bike trail in North Dallas.
Do I gotta
Hanging
sit
out.
like you? Is this like...
You can sit however you want to. This is my
How are you
comfy
even comfortable sitting like this?
This is my go-to.
What? You gotta be like...
We could do cross legs.
This how I normally sit. So if I was to say, because I was gonna say like you're a yoga expert, but first just I guess introduce yourself and let them know who you are.
Sure. Hi guys, my name is Ray Geis. I am an attorney in Dallas. I practice in the alternative medicine space. I also own a yoga and wellness company called Golden Sun Yoga and Wellness. And I host creative events around the city as well with a group that I'm part of called Legacy of Love, DFW. So I wear a lot of hats, but wellness is near and dear to my heart. Yoga is everything. So excited to share and to be on the show and check in with you guys.
Yeah, I think I've done yoga like one time in my life.
Yeah.
And my homie put me on and he was like flexible. It was crazy how he was more flexible than me. And I'm like, bro, why am I doing yoga right now? He's like, bro, it's gonna make you calm, cool, collected. And so he's like just became this so much peaceful person. And I literally gravitated off of that energy that I saw in him different than when we were in high school. I'm like, he's like, it's not like he doesn't care about anything. It's like he's so calm and collected. So what is the reason you do yoga?
So there's so many reasons that I do yoga, but I honestly do it for the mental health, the spiritual benefits, the calming of anxiety, the real magic in yoga. And yes, there's a lot of, you can use it as a workout. It's of course going to make you more flexible. It's of course good to get movement in and increase your range of motion. But it's also a tool to stay rooted in the present moment. And if you look into studies around meditation and the reason why it's so good for us to come to the exact present, is it allows you to let go of all of those thoughts of tomorrow, all that anxiety. And over time, it really will slow down your thoughts, and it becomes so powerful. It allows you to be able to think before you react to a situation, to really, every time that I'm practicing, I'm really connecting with my body and checking in with myself and realizing where I'm holding tension, realizing where I hold emotions in my body. So that's something that the yogis teach, is how much of our emotions are actually stored in our physical body. And when you're feeling anxiety, that's a need, a human need that has developed for your body to actually move over time in evolution. And so that's that's why I fell in love with it.
Wait, that anxiety part, that
Anxiety
stuck into
lives
my
in the
head.
body.
And you said something about moving. So you said anxiety is coming from you wanting.
Well, you know, if you think about it, if you're thinking wholly present, there's nothing else to think of other than what you're engaging with. Whenever you're in an anxious state of mind, you're thinking about the future.
Yes.
Because you're thinking about what could go wrong, whether it's to 15 minutes from now, but what you aren't is present. And so if you can train your mind to just come back present, come back to the earth around you, engage with the grass, engage with your senses, those thoughts will slowly start to come away, and you can train yourself to come back to that moment. And it can really help with anxiety over time. From someone who was medicated for anxiety before finding this practice, has actually come off of all their medication through meditation, through retraining my brain, and through yoga as well. So it's powerful. It's super powerful.
So if you are anxious, this will help in some way. And I don't want to keep y'all waiting. What I want to know, to be honest, because I haven't done yoga, because in my head I'm like, I could just stretch and do this.
Yeah, right. Open it up.
So I want you to show me, maybe I guess what you start off with, or something that a beginner like me, let's say I'm not even athletic, what I should start off doing. Is it
sure.
breathing exercises?
Honestly, whenever
first?
people start a yoga practice, don't be afraid to try some free beginner classes. They're on YouTube. You can find really good ones, and they're just going to move you through basic poses and the basic alignment of those poses to make sure that you're safely doing them. But honestly, don't be afraid to just come on your mat, put on some calming music or some binaural beats, and yoga is literally any time that you are connecting your mind to your body, to your breath. So anytime that you're doing any movement and you're present in that moment, you're doing yoga. So there's definitely foundational poses, and we can go through some of those. But don't be afraid to just lead yourself through movements that feel good. So even 10 to 15 minutes a day. You know your body. Just make sure that you're being even on both sides, and you're not overstretching or pushing yourself too far. And you should feel safe to, stretch a little bit, breathe and move. But online classes is also a really easy way to go. We're a beginner class at a local studio.
This is, as I say, I do every day and every month, helping me become a better version of myself. I was literally at a bachelor party last night, till 3 a.m.
Oh, wow.
I woke up at
Amazing.
9, and I'm like, all right, let me text her at 9, because 2 hours before, okay. Then I woke up again at 10:14, and I'm like, I didn't even have an alarm. I'm like, where did my alarm go? So I'm like, I gotta speed over here. Because it's doing, not necessarily putting myself in uncomfortable positions, but doing things with people who have experience doing it makes me more actually comfortable. And then since I can basically get motivation from somebody else who's you're doing yoga, I'm like, okay, I know yoga can help me. So I'm going to start doing it where I'm at. If I have a conversation with someone who eats healthier than me, it's going to motivate me, especially if we do some type of seminar or they cook something that I actually like, because a lot of foods I don't like really. It'll motivate me. So this is going to motivate me. And y'all go see me do yoga when we back in LA. So yeah, how do we start
amazing.
off?
Yeah, let's go ahead and start in a child's pose. So this is kind of
one of
the foundational poses. Bring your toes to touch behind you, knees out wide, and extend your hands out long. Just stretching out the low back. Take a few deep breaths and really connect with what it feels like to be in your body. One more deep breath. We'll inhale, we'll come up to a tabletop position. We'll take a couple of cat-cows. So your knees directly below the hips, hands directly beneath the shoulders. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Inhale. And then exhale, round the spine and curl. Bringing the chin to the chest, stretching out the back of the shoulders. One more time, inhale. Drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round the spine and curl. Inhale, we'll come to a downward facing dog. So flip the toes over and then just lift the hips up, pressing the heels into the ground. Separate them about a foot. And take a slight micro bend as well in the knees. Yeah. And you can pedal out the feet, just noticing how the hamstrings feel. Inhale, lift the left leg up high. And then exhale, step it through for a low lunge. So dropping that back knee. Yep. We'll keep the knee directly over the ankle and lift the arms up high. Yep. If you want, you can
put this further back.
Yeah, put that further back and then press into the hamstring here. We're stretching out the right hamstring.
Sheesh. Do you do this stretch every day? Is this how you start off?
I love this stretch. Yeah, this is one of my go-tos. Hold it for a few seconds and then we'll exhale, straighten out that front leg now. Flex the foot towards the face for half split. Opening up the hamstring. Yeah. Inhale, let's rebend that front knee, but let's walk this foot out to the side all the way. Bring the hands to the inside for lizard lunge. Slight variation, pressing all the way forward into the hip flexor. Yeah. And then you can come down to the forearms if it's suited.
How the heck do you do that? Wait, all right. Show what you're doing and then I'm gonna try to do it. All right.
But don't go too far, if it doesn't feel good in your body, it won't be support, the point of yoga is to be gradual about it, to really breathe into the muscle for gradual opening. So
I'm a whole athlete. I want to show y'all the difference, literally. Like,
go here, we can.
What the heck is she doing? Okay.
Hold on, let's see. Just for fun, guys. And we're balancing.
What? You gonna see me on video doing some crazy stuff in a year? You'll be like, oh, that's yeah. I put them on.
We'll stop. Walk it back to bring that night knee back up. And then let's come back to a downward facing dog. Even out the sides for us. Inhale. Exhale. Step it through on the other side. The lunge on the right. Inhale. Arms go up for 5 seconds. Keep breathing. Really making a mindful effort to stay where you are, not letting your thoughts wander. Staying rooted to the present. And in your next inhale, straighten out that front leg, flex the foot towards the face, bend over the front leg. And now inhale, walking the right foot out to the right, hands up to the inside again. Really stretching that right knee is like tracking towards the right as well. Yeah. Just breathe. Maybe come down to the forearms. Maybe just stay. Perfect. Inhale back up. Step behind. Camel pose. So we'll come up to the knees. And then we're going to reach back for our ankles. You can prop up onto the toes if it feels better. And we're just going to reach back and then inhale our gaze all the way back behind us.
Never done this before.
Feels pretty good.
Yes.
Inhale, come back up. Take like maybe a few more stretches.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for somebody like who's 6th, 7th, 8th grade, is there a way for them to get seriously hurt doing this? What we just did specifically.
I don't think that the risk is high for them to be hurt. I would just say you want to be mindful to not, like, you're not trying to just go farther. So the point is not to get our arms on the ground, right? The point is to go to the point where it feels good, where you feel that your muscles are elongating, but you're not getting any pinching pains. We're not pushing it too far. That's where the danger could lie.
Yeah.
But in general, it's a very gentle practice. People practice yoga well into old age. You know, it's great for all ages. So, yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, I'll do one shoulder stretch because this one feels really good. We're gonna plant our hands on the mat. Inhale our right arm up. And then exhale, we're gonna thread it all the way through. So lay the arm down and the cheek down on the mat. And then extend your left arm out in front of you.
Like this?
Yes. And then just really breathe into the side of the shoulder, the arm. Yoga sometimes feels like a massage to me.
That's good though.
Nowadays, yeah. Inhale, replant the left palm, reach the right arm back up. And exhale, plant it back down. Switch sides, inhale, left arm goes up. Exhale, rotate that down, thread the needle. Right arm reaches up, left cheek on the ground. Breathe here. Inhale, replant the right palm. Left arm goes up. Perfect. And exhale, come back together. All right.
To let y'all know, we doing this in 100-degree weather right now.
No, it's hot yoga for real. We are.
And it's crazy because, oh my gosh, my phone so hot.
And the phone is freaking out.
Literally, phone is so hot. I did this. Last time I did a show in Greenville. In 10 minutes, if the sun was out, it'd be very hard, but on the camera, it was just beaming and it was just overheating every 5 seconds because the sun was so hot.
Yeah, that's me trying to like film outside these days.
Literally. So, tell me this, like with your business, a lot of people today want to have careers where they're happy and just doing whatever they want. So what would you say like is the next step for what you're trying to accomplish? Something that's like motivating you to keep pushing?
Well, there's so many things. In my main career, which is focused in alternative medicine, that's been a really hard place to break into in Texas, but it is happening. And so one of my main focuses is just to continue advocacy there, continuing doing the work that I do, helping people who have these alternative wellness companies, working with plant medicine. And then in my own business, it was really, I focus on private one-on-one lessons. And so I really like to connect with people who are new to yoga or especially other lawyers who need some sort of stress relief or, just a practice that brings them back to themselves. And so just being able to reach more people, share what I do, and I'm also working on a space that will be used for retreats. So that's a big project over this next year, is to be able to expand, offer some retreats, and that will allow me to grow that business, bring in, more income for my business. So as an entrepreneur, we're always trying to scale and go bigger, right? But yeah, that's something that I'm excited about, and the number of people that we'll be able to reach once that space is open. It's going to be a campground, outdoor yoga space. So it'll be, fall time once it's cooled down, but I'm really excited about it.
So like, what's motivating you? Because you were out here yesterday when I DM'd you, like, you were out here yesterday by yourself, right? Or was it
the other day? Yeah, I come here. This is one of my spots that I do yoga in the morning. So this is just kind of, I live near here, and I like to do yoga outside because I love to connect with nature and just the feeling of the earth. The earth is negatively charged and we're positively charged. So it actually does bring us back into balance. It lowers inflammation. It's so good for you. And so I like to practice outside. I just come early now that it's like 110 degrees every day. So it's one of my practices, my time for myself in the morning.
So I know like yoga obviously motivates you. Are you ever like unmotivated?
I'm motivated because I am on a mission to help people, share what I have with the world, share the knowledge that I have, and just grow every day and learn every day. So there's days, of course, I want to slow down, but I don't forget my purpose, and my purpose is what drives me, is shifting things.
Yeah, the first thing you said, you have a mission. So in my head, like advice would be, if you're on a mission, then you wake up with something new to do. Like I was saying, like I literally was at a bachelor party yesterday. I would have probably just been in bed till like 1 or 2 if I didn't have a mission of something that was more important than anything else that I have going on.
Totally.
So it's like having the mission, of course, helps you connect with people like I connected with you, but also helps you keep pushing when the circumstances may not necessarily be where you want them to be. So
Totally.
If there's somebody who is looking at you as like motivation or inspiration, what would you say, what advice, I guess, would you give to them? Let's say they're in like 7th or 8th grade to get to where you are. Like, what's some advice that you would give them if they don't know anything about yoga, they just want to feel free, and they feel like your energy is like, I like her, like I want to, you know what I'm saying, be like her.
Yeah, totally. I appreciate that. And this is like speaking to a younger version of myself. So I appreciate just getting to speak with y'all, even if I don't get to meet you. One of the things is, like you said, and just because we were talking about mission statements, I would actually write out a mission statement. What do you want out of life? This can be something general, but check in with yourself. Actually write it down and engage with it. Reread it sometimes. Reread it when you don't feel motivated. Mine, I don't have it exactly written down, but my personal mission statement has to do with, just really being the light in other people's lives, making sure that I meet people and try to see the best in them. These are general principles that I want to live by, and I think that are deeper than just one career path, because what I'll tell you about life is careers and things change. Plans are going to change.
Yes,
so make it about something deeper than that. Life has all sorts of things. Another thing is really be yourself. Don't try to be anyone else. Focus on what's authentic to you. Listen to your own joy, your own desire, the things that light you up, and don't let people deter you from that because they tell you it's unrealistic for a career path. There is so many things that you can make a career out of with the internet. You can literally do it. Someone is monetizing anything. And so it's what's in your heart. So pay attention to what that is and keep moving towards that, and just really living for desire. Because what's taught, I think, typically, and what I fell into was the tradition of like, go to school for this, and you need to like do this to earn enough money. And it wasn't until being true to myself, to what I actually wanted, that all of the magical things that light me up started happening. And that was after I had already gotten into law school. I'm very glad to have gone to law school. I did actually find that it was part of my purpose, and I get to give back in the alternative medicine space like I want to through this. But there was a time that I really started ignoring my desire for creative outlets, ignoring my desire to have a career where I could be physical and active rather than sitting at a desk. And it was because I was trying to fit into a mold. So stay true to yourself and keep pushing. You might have to be creative on how you can make money being yourself, but you can do it. You have a mission here. Those desires, that joy that it brings you is within you for a reason. So stick to it.
Yeah, and I like how you said the career thing, because it's like me, my main goal when I realized that I was somewhat motivational was I want to motivate the world. Like no matter what career that I've had in the past 4 years, if someone asks, what is your vision? To motivate the world. So I started off as a club promoter in Arizona. That was like the first job I ever had. And I was handing out, I don't have them. I was handing out motivational wristbands in the club, literally. So that was my first thing, like motivation. And then I'm like, I want to be able to do something right now that I can do if I have a kid. And I can't do that in my head because of the time I have to work and a lot of other factors. So I'm like, what is something else? It can't be this. So then I went to motivational speaking, just like speaking at schools. And I'm like, I'm not big enough right now to make enough money that I need right now. So what is something else that I want to do? So then I got into sales. And I was like, I'm very good at this, but it's making me more just want to be on Instagram because I'm literally just like doing what I could be doing for my own business. So I'm like, okay, I'm speaking at schools. I like a certain lifestyle. I need to be around kids because if I'm thinking of motivating the world, those are the people who I'd be motivating. So I'm doing it online, but it's like I need to every day be around them. So how is that possible? Being a teacher. So I literally was like, okay, now let me be a teacher. And me going through that process helped me realize, like, dang, like you said, like, you're going to go through career paths, but like having that one vision will push you for one. And with that, you'll really find what you want to do, because you'll end up on a path and be like, what the heck? This is like perfect for me. And that's why I feel like teaching is going to be, honestly. So I'm happy you shared that, for one.
Yeah.
I want people to like look at this video 10 years from now and be like, she predicted her future. You know what I'm saying? So in 10 years, because in 10 years, like I don't know where I'm going to be. I write things down, so mentally I know where I'm going to be. But where would you say you want to be in 10 years? What's one thing?
I want to be on a micro farm. One of my major goals in life is to live a self-sufficient lifestyle, have my own food. I'm very health conscious, and so having my own food source, my own water source is important to me. And I want to be sharing from this space.
And is this your own technically water source? Yo, you know, I realized, not to cut you off though, but you said something like you have a machine. This is not from, is this from the store?
No, this is from the machine in my house. Yeah.
Okay, so y'all gonna see the video of her explaining this, but this is actually from your house. So when you're saying like you want your own water supply, what's the difference?
So I would love to have like even just like my option for like my own well or something where it's not, you know, so this goes through the machine, so it's processing the water that comes out, but you know, using technology and stuff, it does clean up the water quite a bit. Okay. But I really see this space being somewhere that I can share, of course, the yoga, the meditation, the other facilitation that I hope to grow in. I'm going to be studying over these next few years. I plan to just study more herbal medicine, more Ayurvedic medicine, and just really grow in the wellness space. And I would love to, you know, this is me idealizing my next 10 years, but I'd love to just have my own farm space where people can come and camp and retreat, and I can host yoga classes from, and I'm near nature, and spending more time slowing down in nature and really just growing within myself spiritually is one of my main goals. And I hope to continue as an advocate in the alternative medicine space as well. Hopefully practicing on my own, taking on the cases that I want, but the ones that I feel really help a business to move forward, really, or different types of advocacy in this space. I just feel we as humans have the right to heal our bodies in the way that we want, and a lot of our natural plant medicines have been demonized, have been outlawed, and I think it's such a shame, and I think I'm just for alternatives to the traditional pharmaceutical industry. So the role that I play now in helping companies remain compliant and licensed, it does feel so good because I'm moving forward the industry that I feel like is pushing us forward in the healthcare realm of the country. But I hope to just continue making an impact there while also slowing down, taking time for myself, and doing the wellness facilitation I hope to do.
That's deep, actually. So do you believe in yourself?
Totally, 100%.
So I use affirmations
all the time.
I am Diino, I am blessed, I am capable, I am strong. And I remember there was a point in time where I was in Vegas. It was like COVID just hit actually, and I had to move out of Vegas because I was a club promoter in Vegas, and it was no work there, so I had to move in with my brother. And that was, I've done affirmations before that, but when I was doing the affirmations in the mirror, when I was staying in a different state, I didn't have a job, anything like that, I was like, that was so more, it almost felt like, well, not almost felt like, it was to where I was being my own happiness, like making myself like, dang, you look good as heck. Like,
no, it's a life hack, y'all. Say your affirmations, say them in the mirror. Talk to yourself like your own best friend. Have your own back. Like, it's so important.
So I say mine. What are yours?
So this actually ties in the water. So one of the things I love to do is every time I drink my water, I speak into it, because water holds vibration, right? Okay. So like if you put sound really close to water, you'll see it vibrate. So it's actually holding the vibration of this really high vibe thing that you're saying.
Yes.
So I have a quick one that I do when I grab a glass of water, and I just say, I am blessed, I am loved, every time that I drink water. But I tend to tailor my affirmations for like the week or 2 weeks, just based on something that I'm going through. Okay. So I kind of try to like change it a little bit.
Okay,
like,
that is
what am
game.
I trying to push?
That is game. You know how that's game? Because a lot of the times, like when I send out my motivational messages, I say a lot of the same affirmations, and I do try to think like, because you can always look up affirmations, but it's like I do try to think, how could somebody else be impacted? Because if I say my own affirmations, it could help someone else, but like there's situational affirmations, kind of like what you're saying. So
yeah, like this morning, like I get up and I say, I am confident. I speak confidently and clearly. Like I'm preparing for the day. You know what I mean? So I try to get in that mindset and say the affirmations that really are going to be like most accurate for what's happening that day.
So I am confident. When you say I am confident, what does it do to you?
I think it's just I am. It really roots it within your body, within your mindset. You're saying it out loud, so your throat is actually activating this idea, this thought in your head. You're bringing it into reality whenever you actually pass it through your vocal chamber. And it just, I think it solidifies it a little bit. And it's, of course, like it takes time. If you struggle with self-confidence, which I definitely did, it's going to take more than just saying I'm confident a few times. But if as you do this over and over, you start to rewire your brain, you start to believe these things a little bit more. And you can change the way that you say them. So if you're working with confidence, you might say, I am confident. And then you might say, I speak with confidence. Or you might say, I'm grateful to be confident. Like you can change these a little bit to really solidify and make you, just embody that feeling a little bit more.
Yeah. Do you believe? Do you believe? Yeah, yeah. I just had to hop up in my brother told me up in my bag, yeah. They don't show you love, but so what? They don't show you love, but so what? I just had to learn to love myself, yeah. To say the least, I came from the bottom when they didn't believe. It started with hope of some things I ain't see. Don't ever look down on trials and tribulations. That's a bump, it's not a defeat. I see that they hate, so I had to level up. This is my purpose, so why would I give it up?